change in belief or behavior in order to fit in with a group. It can be defined as yielding to group pressures. It is also known as majority influence or group pressure.
Oh my God, were you talking about conformity?
Yes, it was.
Oh my God, did you know that Genesis was the first person to study conformity in 1932? He did an experiment where he had a jar of beans and asked participants how many beans they thought were in the jar. He then had all the participants meet in a group and discuss how many beans they thought were in the jar. When the participants were asked if they would like to change their estimation, almost all the participants changed their guess.
Whoa, hello. How many beans do you think are in the jar?
I'd say about 1,000.
Hello.
Hi, how many beans do you think are in the jar?
I would say about 3,400,562.
Okay, thank you. How many beans do you think are in the jar?
Maybe like 2,070,000,000.
Thank you. Welcome back. Would you guys like to discuss your answers?
Yeah, sure.
I'll be back.
See, look at all those bees.
I said it was about 1,000.
I said like 2 billion. I said like 3 billion. Like, just look at them all.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of bees in there.
Okay.
Okay, so what are you guys' final answers?
2,300,000,000. Definitely 2,300,000,000.
And I'll go with 2,300,000,000.
Okay, thank you. The Solomon-Asch experiment was conducted in 1951 to investigate the extent of social pressure from a group. The experiment used 123 male students to participate in a so-called vision test. One participant was placed in a room with 4 to 6 scripted actors. They were asked to state aloud which line they thought was most similar to the first. The actors were instructed to say obvious wrong answers. On average, 32% of participants conformed. In the sheriff's experiment, participants were put in a dark room with light on the wall. They then asked them how many times they thought the light had moved. How many times do you think the light moved?
I think it moved 4 times.
Definitely 4.
Yeah,
4 times.
I think 4 times.
Ooh, I didn't think it moved at all, but they're all saying 4, so I think we'll go with 4. Alright, I say 4 too.
In the spotlight effect, people think that others pay more attention to their actions and appearances than they actually do. We are at the center of our own universe, so we are focused on our own behavior, especially our triumphs and mishaps. It is difficult to assess how much of our behavior is noticed by others because we are so focused on ourselves. This is because we live through our own experiences and perspective. We often think our accomplishments go unappreciated and our mistakes are noticed. People think that they are unbiased and their thinking is objective and accurate, so it only makes sense that everyone else is fixated on whatever they are.
Oh God, I think everyone's looking at my Michael Bublé concert t-shirt. They're all judging me because, you know, I'm the center of the universe and they all notice what I'm wearing because their judging really looks,
Hey, how's the party?
Oh, it was horrible. Everyone was staring at my Michael Bublé concert t-shirt and they were judging me and it was just bad.
How many people were there?
Like dozens.
Oh, I'm sure barely anybody noticed.
I don't know.
In actuality, nobody even cared. Women are more likely to conform than men. It is thought to be because women are generally taught to be more agreeable than men. Older participants demonstrated less conformity than younger participants. As the size of the group increases, the conformity increases.
Here are some of the many reasons people conform. We conform because we wish to feel part of a group. We may wish to gain social approval and acceptance from members of a group. We may wish to avoid being criticized. We may wish to avoid being ignored. We may wish to behave in a manner that is perceived to be right or correct. We may wish to avoid feeling inferior to others.
Nonconformity and breaking with conformity. Smith and Bond discovered cultural differences in conformity between Western and Eastern countries. People from Western cultures, such as America and the UK, are more likely to be individualistic and do not want to be seen as being the same as everyone else. This means that they value being independent and self-sufficient. The individual is more important than the group, and as such are more likely to participate in nonconformity. In contrast, Eastern cultures, such as Asian countries, are more likely to value the needs of the family and other social groups before their own. They are known as collectivist cultures and are more likely to conform.
The following is a real experiment conducted by our group. The little girl in the film has no idea that she is part of the experiment.
Okay, class, what is 5 times 4? Melissa?
15.
Taylor?
15.
Alexa?
15.
Kelly?
15.
You actually know what 5 times 4 is?
Yes.
What is it?
20. I can form.